If you don't know how to study effectively for standardized exams, it makes it so much harder to become a doctor. Now, if you don't have close friends and relatives who are telling you the right strategies for how to study, it's really hard to figure them out. And here's the problem. You go online and you search, how do I study for the MCAT? The top 50 results are going to be a bunch of snake oil salesmen telling you that their method is magical and you should pay $5,000 to access it. You don't need that. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do well on any standardized exam because it's very, very simple. All you have to do is leverage a couple of simple principles that are publicly available, commonly known to do with adult learning theory. If that all bores you, I'm going to get to the punchline right away. Just do practice questions. If you are doing and reviewing practice questions for whatever exam you're preparing for, you will eventually have a higher score. There's a lot of optimizations, but if you're just doing that, your score will probably go up. The caveat being if you have an untreated test-taking anxiety disorder or ADHD, that could get in the way, or a specific learning disability. But if you get the help you need and you do practice questions, you should be okay. Now, let's get into the detail. First principle is called state-based learning. The best way I can get this across is to have you imagine two people preparing for a boxing match. One of them memorizes an encyclopedia of every move that Muhammad Ali ever used in the ring. The second guy spends the month preparing by getting into the ring 1 hour a day, every day. He doesn't know any of the names of the techniques that Muhammad Ali used, but he's getting in there and he's figuring it out. Which one is going to do better in the ring? I've asked this question to a lot of clients over the last 10 years, and every single time they get it right. They say that the one who gets in the ring and practices regularly is going to do better. And that is the idea of state-based learning. Doing well on an exam is not just about content. You have to get in the ring. You have to let your brain learn via reinforcement learning. What are the subtle clues and tricks and hints that you wouldn't just memorize if you memorized content? You have to actually do. The second principle is called spaced retrieval, not spaced repetition, and not spaced recognition, which is basically what flashcards do, where you're just recognizing the content again and again. Spaced retrieval is something you're forced to do when you're doing practice questions. It forces you to pull information from long-term memory, synthesize it, and apply it to a new context. And when you do that, you're reinforcing the strategy and content that you're applying every single time. The last principle is called interleaving. Whereas amateur test takers will try to go in and learn a subject in a 3-hour session, they try to canvas an entire thing at a time. The expert knows you have to study a little bit at a time from different subjects. It's been shown that when you interleave topics like that, you retain them better. And in my experience, it's less frustrating and you feel like you're getting more progress because you're kind of feeling that motion by studying different things. Apply those principles and you'll be fine, no matter the standardized exam.